Okay, so picture this. You're stepping onto like a perfectly manicured golf course.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the kind where every blade of grass is like at attention. Or maybe you're wandering through a really vibrant botanical garden, just bursting with color.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Who makes these spaces so captivating?
It's the groundsmen and groundswomen. They're like the artists of the outdoors.
Yeah, they are. And today's deep dive is all about you landing that dream groundswoman job.
Love it.
We're going to explore RoleCatcher's career and interview guides.
Yes.
They're your like insider playbook for acing those interviews.
So what's fascinating is we're not just going to like give you the answers.
Right.
We're going to help you decode what those interviewers are really looking for so you can shine.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah.
We've also got the scoop on how RoleCatcher's AI can give you that extra edge.
Oh, yeah.
Like tailoring your responses, boosting your confidence. It's like
Yeah.
having a personal coach.
In your pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But first, let's lay the groundwork. What exactly does a groundswoman do all day? The career guide mentions a lot more than just mowing lawns.
Oh, for sure. It's about way more than that. It's about creating and maintaining outdoor environments.
Okay.
So think everything from those pristine lawns to like intricate flower beds,
Wow.
from sturdy trees to like bubbling fountains.
Okay.
So you might be working on a private estate, a busy public park, or even like a championship golf course.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I did notice the guide also mentioned some pretty cool alternative job titles,
Yeah.
like horticulture worker
Mhm.
or landscape gardener.
Oh, yeah.
It seems like there's a lot of room to specialize.
Absolutely. There is. And that's something to keep in mind as we dive into those interview questions.
Okay.
So thinking about your specific interests, maybe it's sustainable landscaping or working with sports turf can really help you tailor your answers and stand out.
Okay. Let's jump into those tricky interview questions then.
Let's do it.
The Energy Guide lists the top 10 you're likely to face.
Uh-huh.
Question number 1.
Okay.
What inspired you to become a groundswoman?
Oh,
This one seems pretty straightforward,
Yeah.
but I bet there's more to it than meets the eye.
You're right. There is. It's not just about, liking to be outside. What they're really asking is why this job? Why this company? Why should we invest in you?
Oh.
They want to see genuine passion and not just a generic answer.
So what are some pitfalls to avoid with this cushion?
Yeah, so a common mistake is focusing only on your personal hobbies, like gardening.
Okay.
While those are relevant, you really want to remember to connect them to the professional world.
Okay.
Like, how has your love for plants translated into skills and knowledge that you can bring to the job?
Okay, so what are some key elements of a strong answer then?
A great answer would blend that personal inspiration with a professional edge.
All right.
So maybe you were fascinated by the science behind turf management in high school, or you were captivated by the design of a particular botanical garden.
Right.
Try to weave in like a specific anecdote, something that demonstrates that genuine spark.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah.
And I bet they often follow up with a question about your actual experience.
Oh, for sure.
Which brings us to question number 2.
Okay.
What experience do you have in groundskeeping and maintenance?
I'll write it.
This seems like the time to really showcase those skills.
It is. It is. But remember, experience doesn't have to mean formal jobs.
Okay.
So think about any relevant volunteer work, personal projects, even helping family or friends with their yards.
Right.
Did you design a unique garden bed? Were you responsible for maintaining a sports field? Those all count.
Yeah, for sure. The career guide also emphasizes the importance of safety in this role.
Yeah.
Imagine that comes up in the interview as well.
Definitely.
Question number 3. What safety precautions do you take when working with machinery and equipment?
Okay.
This isn't just about listing off rules, is it?
No. It's about showing you have that deep understanding of the potential hazards and a commitment to safety. So mention specific gear you always use, protocols you follow, and maybe even an anecdote that demonstrates your proactive approach to safety.
Oh, okay.
Did you ever spot a potential hazard and took steps to correct it?
Yeah.
That kind of story really makes an impact.
Okay, so it's about demonstrating that safety is ingrained in your work habits,
Yeah,
not just something you talk about.
exactly.
Now let's shift gears to question number 4.
Okay.
How do you prioritize your workload when faced with multiple tasks?
Classic.
This seems like a classic test of organization and time management skills.
It is. What they're really asking is, can you handle the pressure of a busy workday? Can you think on your feet and make smart decisions?
Right.
Avoid vague statements like, I'm a good multitasker.
Yeah, everyone says that.
Everyone says that. Instead, walk them through a specific example, a time when you successfully juggled those competing priorities.
Okay.
Maybe a sudden storm hit while you were in the middle of a landscaping project. How did you adapt and make sure everything was handled safely and efficiently?
So it's about showing, not just telling.
Exactly.
Having those real-life examples in your back pocket can really make a difference.
For sure.
And this is where RoleCatcher's AI can be incredibly helpful.
It can. You can practice your answers using RoleCatcher's AI tool.
Oh, wow.
It can analyze your response, pick up on tone, and even suggest improvements to help you sound confident and concise.
That's amazing.
Mm.
Okay, let's move on to question number 5.
All right.
How do you manage and maintain irrigation systems?
Okay.
This seems pretty technical.
Yeah.
What if someone doesn't have a lot of experience in this area?
Don't panic. Even basic knowledge can go a long way.
Oh.
Do some research beforehand. Familiarize yourself with the different types of systems, sprinklers, drip irrigation, and be prepared to talk about the importance of water conservation.
So showing a willingness to learn can be just as valuable as having years of experience.
Absolutely. Especially if you're new to the field.
Okay, let's tackle question number 6 then.
Okay.
How do you ensure the safety of pedestrians and vehicles when working on a busy site? Yeah. This seems particularly relevant for groundskeepers who often work in public spaces.
Absolutely. It's all about demonstrating that you're aware of your surroundings and take proactive steps to prevent accidents.
Right.
So think about using barriers, signage, and clear communication.
Okay.
Have you ever had to work near a busy walkway or roadway?
Yeah.
How did you ensure everyone's safety?
It's about showcasing your ability to work safely and efficiently in a dynamic environment,
Yeah,
a skill that's crucial.
totally.
Now let's move on to question number 7.
Okay.
How do you ensure that the grounds are aesthetically pleasing and well-maintained?
Nice.
This seems like a chance to show off your artistic side.
It is, but remember, aesthetics vary depending on the environment.
Right.
A formal garden requires a different approach than a public park.
Yeah, that's true.
So showcase your attention to detail, meticulous trimming, crisp edges, weed removal, and your ability to create visually appealing landscapes.
This is where having a portfolio of past projects could come in handy, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Visuals can be incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
If you have photos of gardens you've designed or landscapes you've maintained, bring them to the interview.
Okay.
It's a tangible way to showcase your skills and your pride in your work.
Okay, now for a question that might make some people sweat.
Uh-oh.
Question number 8. How do you prioritize and manage the maintenance budget?
Right.
This sounds like it requires some financial savvy.
It does. It does. But don't let it intimidate you.
Okay.
The key is to demonstrate that you understand the importance of staying within budget and making strategic decisions about resource allocation.
Okay.
Have you ever had to make tough choices about which projects to prioritize? Or found creative ways to save money without sacrificing quality?
Right.
Those are great examples to share.
So even if you haven't managed large budgets before,
Right.
showcasing that you understand the principles is important.
For sure.
Now let's move on to question number 9.
Okay.
How do you stay up to date with advancements in groundskeeping technology and equipment?
Good one.
This field seems to be constantly evolving with new tools and techniques.
It is. This question is all about demonstrating your passion for lifelong learning.
Okay.
So don't just say you read magazines, be specific.
Right.
Do you attend industry conferences, follow influential landscaping blogs, or experiment with new eco-friendly products?
Oh, wow.
Sharing those concrete examples shows you're committed to staying at the forefront of the field.
It's about demonstrating that you're not just content with the status quo. You're always looking for ways to learn and grow.
Exactly.
And finally, let's tackle question number 10.
Okay, bring it on.
How do you manage and motivate a team of groundskeepers?
Ooh, leadership.
This one seems to be all about leadership.
Exactly. Even if you haven't held a formal leadership position, think about times when you've stepped up and guided a team.
Right.
Maybe you coordinated a group project in school or organized a community event.
Right.
Share how you delegated tasks, resolved conflicts, and inspired others to achieve a common goal.
And remember, RoleCatcher's AI can be a valuable resource for practicing your answers to all of these questions.
Absolutely.
Especially those that require you to showcase specific skills like leadership or problem solving.
For sure.
The AI can analyze your responses and provide personalized feedback, helping you refine your delivery and highlight your strengths.
Amazing.
But that's a conversation for part 2.
Okay.
We've covered a lot of ground in part 1,
We have.
exploring the ins and outs of the groundswoman role
Yeah.
and delving into some common interview questions.
Lots of good stuff.
But we're not done yet.
Oh, no.
When we come back, We'll dig even deeper into how RoleCatcher can help you polish your answers and stand out from the competition.
Can't wait.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back. You've heard about the challenges, the rewards, and of course, those tricky interview questions. Now let's talk about how RoleCatcher can be your secret weapon in acing that Groundsman-Groundswoman interview.
Okay. Before the break, we were really getting into the nitty-gritty of those interview questions. And I'm curious, how does RoleCatcher's AI actually work?
Right.
It sounds almost like magic.
It's not magic, but it's pretty close. RoleCatcher uses this advanced technology to analyze those job descriptions and identify those key skills and experiences that employers are seeking.
Okay.
It's like having a backstage pass to the hiring process.
So you can see exactly what employers are looking for and tailor your answers accordingly.
Exactly.
That sounds incredibly useful.
It is. Let's say you're applying for a position at a golf course.
Okay.
RoleCatcher's AI can actually pinpoint the specific skills and experience that are most important for that role.
Okay.
Maybe it's expertise in turf management or knowledge of irrigation systems or experience operating that specialized equipment.
Right.
You can then highlight those skills in your answers and even adjust your resume to better align with the job requirements.
That takes so much of the guesswork out of the job search process.
It really does.
But it doesn't stop there.
Right.
Doesn't RoleCatcher also help you practice your answers and refine your delivery?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can actually use RoleCatcher's AI to practice your responses to those common interview questions.
Wow.
It's like having a personal interview coach right at your fingertips.
Yeah, that's great.
The AI analyzes your answers, provides feedback on your tone and clarity, and even suggests improvements to help you sound more confident and concise.
I can see how that would be a game changer, especially for those who get nervous during interviews.
Oh, for sure.
But how does the AI tailor its feedback to specific job roles?
Well, RoleCatcher's AI is trained on this massive data set of job descriptions, resumes, and interview responses.
Wow.
This allows it to really understand the nuances of different industries and job roles.
Okay.
So if you're applying for a groundswoman position, the AI will provide feedback that's specifically tailored to the skills and experiences that are valued in that field.
That's incredible. It's like having an expert in groundskeeping helping you prepare for your interview.
It really is.
But what about those who might not have a ton of formal experience? Can RoleCatcher still be helpful for them?
Absolutely. Remember, experience comes in many forms.
Right.
RoleCatcher can help you identify and articulate those transferable skills from previous jobs, volunteer work, or even personal projects.
Okay.
Let's say you've volunteered at a community garden or helped your family maintain their lawn. You've likely gained valuable skills in plant care, landscaping, or even teamwork.
Right.
RoleCatcher can help you frame those experiences in a way that resonates with potential employers.
That's so important because sometimes people don't even realize they have transferable skills.
Exactly.
Or they don't know how to present them effectively.
Right.
RoleCatcher really empowers job seekers to showcase their full potential.
It does.
But let's get back to those interview questions. We covered some tough ones in part 1.
Yeah, we did.
How can RoleCatcher's AI specifically help someone prepare for those?
Let's take that question about safety precautions. We talked about the importance of not just listing rules, but demonstrating a deep understanding of safety protocols and a proactive approach.
Yeah.
RoleCatcher's AI can analyze your response to this question and identify areas where you can strengthen your answer.
Okay.
Maybe you need to provide more specific examples of safety gear or protocols. Or perhaps you could share an anecdote that highlights your commitment to safety.
I like that.
The AI can really guide you in crafting an answer that truly impresses the interviewer.
That's so helpful. And what about that question about managing a team? It can be tricky to showcase leadership skills, especially if you haven't held a formal leadership position.
That's where RoleCatcher's AI can really shine. It can help you identify and articulate examples of leadership from your past experiences.
Okay.
Even if they weren't in a traditional work setting. Maybe you led a group project in school, or captained a sports team, or organized a community event.
Right.
RoleCatcher can help you connect those experiences to the leadership skills required for a groundswoman role.
Okay.
And guide you in presenting them in a compelling way.
It sounds like RoleCatcher's AI is not just a tool for answering questions. It's a partner in helping you craft the best possible version of yourself for that interview.
Absolutely.
But there's one more piece of the RoleCatcher puzzle that I want to make sure we touch on.
Okay.
The Get Discovered feature. Tell us about that.
Yeah, this feature is all about turning the tables on traditional job hunting. Instead of just sending out applications and hoping for the best,
Yeah.
you can let employers find you.
Wait, so employers are actually searching for candidates on RoleCatcher.
They are.
That's a game changer.
It is. Employers can actually use RoleCatcher to search for candidates whose skills and experience match their open positions.
Oh, wow.
They can even set up alerts to be notified when new candidates with the right qualifications join the platform.
So instead of my application getting lost in a sea of resumes,
Right.
I could be proactively sought out by companies who are specifically looking for someone with my skills and experience.
Exactly.
That sounds amazing. But how does it work for groundsmen and groundswomen?
Well, let's say a golf course is looking for a groundswoman with expertise in turf management.
Okay.
They can use RoleCatcher to search for candidates who have those specific skills listed on their profiles.
Okay.
If your profile matches their criteria, you'll pop up in their search results and they can reach out to you directly.
That's incredible.
Mm.
It takes so much of the stress and uncertainty out of the job search process.
For sure.
Okay, I think we've covered a lot of ground here, but we're not quite done yet. When we come back, we'll wrap up our deep dive with some final thoughts and tips to help you land that dream groundswoman job. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the deep dive.
All right.
I've been talking all about how to rock that groundsman-groundswoman interview, and I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty pumped.
Yeah, it is pretty inspiring to think about the people who really shape our outdoor spaces,
Yeah.
our parks, golf courses, all those everyday places that bring us joy.
We really went beyond the surface level stuff here,
I
right?
dig.
It wasn't just about giving the right answers.
Yeah.
It was about understanding the WHY behind the questions, what those employers are really looking for.
Absolutely. And you, as the listener, you're gaining that edge. You're not just memorizing stuff.
Right.
You're actually understanding the core skills, the problem-solving mindset, the passion that really shines through.
Speaking of passion,
Yeah.
remember all those alternative job titles we talked about from the career guide?
I do.
It's like this whole world of possibilities opens up.
It is. And what's so cool is how transferable these skills are. You might start as a groundswoman,
Yeah.
but then you become a specialist in organic lawn care or a master of Japanese garden design.
Or maybe even take that knowledge and start your own landscaping business.
Exactly.
You're calling the shots.
Yeah.
Creating your own beautiful
You
spaces.
got it.
Yeah.
Don't limit yourself. This isn't just a job.
Right.
It's a foundation for a truly fulfilling career.
So to everyone out there who's passionate about the outdoors, who loves working with their hands, who takes pride in creating beauty, remember this. Your skills are valuable.
And RoleCatcher can help you present those skills in the best possible light. From tailoring your resume to practicing those tricky interview questions.
Yes.
Their AI tools really take the guesswork out of it, giving you that extra boost of confidence.
So whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, head over to RoleCatcher, explore those resources, and get ready to ace that interview. You've got this.
You do.
And that's a wrap on the deep dive for today. Thanks for joining us.